Michele, how you doing?
Real good. How you today, Jeff?
I
Jeff,
am
Jeff
doing.
or Jeffrey?
I call me Jeff. I'm just so happy to talk to you because I love this movie, man. It was so
Oh
killer.
man,
It
really?
was,
Oh, thank you. That's so good to hear, dude.
story wise, acting, visuals. This was just one of my favorite movies of the year. So I was really excited to meet
Woo, way
you.
to go. Yeah, well, I'm just happy that it's starting to like resonate. It was buried for so long, just the pandemic and stuff. So it's good to actually
Absolutely.
communicate and see how people feel about it.
Well, the movie The Gateway is Parker. He's the most down on his luck social worker ever. Troubled childhood, dedicates his life to helping others, but he can't help himself, can he?
That's the motto. Yeah, he can't quite help himself, but he's learning to live with himself. So I think it's a journey of self-discovery and kind of trying to figure out what is redeemable in himself. That a lot of that journey is about.
And with his troubled childhood, he seems like he's looking for an instant family, and he finds it in Olivia Munn and her daughter. And it's kind of a double edged sword. He's looking for an instant family, but he's also doing his job, trying to keep her from being taken away.
That's right. I mean, in many ways, I think he's coming to grips with his own past and kind of learning to forgive himself and, try and set up the circumstances for that perfect world he would love to live in. But, ultimately, it's a journey about his heart, I think, that, because of the person he is able to, protect other people and really come to a self-definition of who he is and what he hopes for in life.
I'm a huge fan of Shea Wingham, and I always see him in supporting roles, but this proves that
Yeah.
he can carry a movie, and his performance was just brilliant.
Yeah, Shea is electrifying on screen, and I think I was kind of joking. He's almost like a sleeper cell agent. It's like he's been always, in a million and one like different propositions over the years, like as mostly a character actor, but always playing second fiddle. But it seems like all of that is acquiesced in this film. Like he definitely has big shoulders and is at a point where I think he could carry a movie, and hopefully he'll do a ton more going forward.
And it's so funny, Frank Grillo, he has so many different looks in almost every movie he does. This time he's all pimped out in that hat. I thought it was hysterical. Was that the
Yeah.
kind of a comic look you were going for him?
He and I we started like gabbing about the character early on, and we built a lot of it with the kind of music he liked to listen to. So we came up with this kind of crazy terminology that he was a rhinestone Guido. So he was kind of like channeling some sort of like thuggy cowboy sort of thing.
Perfect description. And casting Bruce Dern. Oh my gosh, talk about an acting legend. I
Yeah.
kind of was like at first, he killed John Wayne, so I thought that was kind of bad casting.
A lot of people still hold grudges, don't they?
Oh, I do. Yeah, he killed John Wayne in the Cowboy. So I met him at a autograph show one time, and I'm like, dude, you killed John Wayne. He goes, you damn right I did. He's very proud of that fact.
I just heard this yesterday that supposedly John Wayne told him, by killing me on screen, you're going to have a lot of people who hate you in life. He goes, yeah, but they'll still like me in Berkeley.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's so amazing because Bruce Dern, he's just had lately these small parts in movies, and he just makes the most of them. And he was and then also the storyline about his troubled childhood, about how that all coming back, and Bruce Dern is just filled with that anger he had too, but he wants the best for us.
Yeah. Well, I think he brings, for me, and he's one of my favorite actors of all time, and he just represents such a specific type of, Americana, if you will. Like he just represents kind of like where we were at in the 70s as a crossroad coming out of Vietnam, and what that assimilation in America was. And I felt like he just does such a brilliant job in this film of really like kind of filling in the blanks of what that kind of a person who gets lost along the way is, I guess, in the current construct of time these cities offer up nowadays.
And rounding out your supporting cast, Mark Boone Jr., one of my faves. I could listen to him all night, man. What a great part that was for him in this.
Yeah, no, I'm so happy that Mark was able to come out, and he and Shay have been friends over the years, and it was so brilliant because we started off with a certain amount of dialogue on paper, but we really kind of worked that stuff out all together. And I leave that to the two of them in many ways because they just created such brilliant improvisational scenes. I mean, like the level of riffing and like high level improv, like really, I think enhanced those scenes and gave them a naturalism that you don't really see often. These days it was definitely a hallmark of older like 70s films and stuff. But Boone is one of my favorite parts of this movie.
Absolutely. And I spoke to Taryn Manning the other day, and she had great things to say about you. What an actress to use such a small part in this movie to make such an impact.
Yeah, but I mean, Taryn's like one of a kind. I mean, she's so extraordinary in almost anything she touches, you know. And so we were just super fortunate that, you know, I think because as the ensemble of this film grew and grew, it just seemed like it became an actor's film in the sense that, you know, they felt safe jumping in, even if it was, you know, only a handful of scenes in the overall film. And it being, you know, really a tapestry piece. It's so important to have all those actors really kind of defined in their own worlds, you know.
Now, I'm not sure, did you have two one-shot takes in this movie? I know the drug raid on the department store you were doing. I mean, how did you set that up? Because was there a lot of rehearsal for that? Because that looked kind of complicated.
Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head, Jeff. I mean, we basically did a couple of days worth of stunt walkthroughs only because there was a lot of ballistics and firearms in play, and really had to like understand how we traced the pathway, I guess, inside of that furniture store where the heist happens. So, you know, it ultimately became a 2.5 day shoot, just that standalone set piece, because, you know, we had to time out all the shots to basically get them all to kind of feel fluid all the way through.
Awesome job, man. I love this film. Congratulations. Can't wait to see you do next. Also, come visit us in Las Vegas, man. We'd love to have you.
Oh, I would love that. I actually heard it's opening in Las Vegas on Friday, so I'm super excited to hear it's going to be hitting theaters out that way.
Don't worry, man. I'll spread the word everywhere on radio and TV.
Oh, really? God bless. Thank you so much, Jeff. And yeah, I love Sin City almost as much as anywhere on earth. So you will be seeing me.
I'm a native. That makes me feel happy. Thanks so much for joining me today, and good luck with the movie.
All right. Thanks again, Jeff. You take care, sir.